I swear it's not what it looks like. What do anime, guns, and too many keybinds have in common? Well, not a lot until Strinova showed up. Similar to some of my other recent obsessions, I've been enjoying Strinova quite a bit, since it has some pretty impressive qualities. Not that kind of quality. No, what I'm talking about is the entire system of the game. There's quite a bit of ground to cover, huh? Alright, I'll be quick about it. Let's start with the first thing you see when you launch the game, the dormitory. Here you have one of the agents that you can more or less interact with by giving her gifts and stuff. Why? I honestly don't know.
Thank you for accompanying me all this time.
I just don't. Like any other hero shooter these days, you have a cast of characters that is continuously expanded on. And in typical Eastern fashion, they don't care about your opinion and just make them look as visually appealing as possible. Lots of characters also means lots of skins. So of course we have a store with time-limited, daily, and event skins. And honestly, they aren't bad. They're expensive, sure, but at least there's other ways you can get them. It's got the whole anime aesthetic, so of course we have my favorite pastime, gambling. And as an honorable mention, I'll talk about the friendship system. The more you play with someone, the higher your friendship level goes. Benefit? I don't know. Also, the DM system looks like an actual chat, and I just think it's neat. Finally, at last we can talk about the actual game. First, we have a few regular game modes, like Team Deathmatch, Escort, Demolition, which is your classic bomb site mode, and Team Arena, which is, I don't know, also TDM. And Ranked is just Demolition, but a little longer. So the gameplay itself is like every other game. And I don't mean any other game, but every other game. We've got features from Counter-Strike, Overwatch, Apex Legends, the Henry Stickmin, I guess. This also extends to map design, one of which reminds me of a very specific map from a certain other hero shooter. Anyway, as you probably guessed, each character or agent in this case has their own abilities consisting of one tactical and one ultimate and a number of passives. Each agent also has a primary weapon unique to them, but the secondary and grenades can be exchanged freely. But what makes Strinova juicy in its own right aren't just the thighs. No, it's this. That's right, in Strinova you can take a cake, throw it behind a pan, and become flatter than the sheet of paper that you wrote your bandit New Year's plans on. When you are stringified, and I know it seems bizarre, even though your body is simplified, it is the most fun part of this game by far. In this new mode you can reload, but are slowed, apparently thanks to machine code. When near a wall you can stick, and if you're slick you'll even get a pick. And if you need to haul, or maybe if you fall, as long as you've not died, you can just glide away. Starting out, especially coming from a variety of other competitive shooters in my time, it felt a bit weird to suddenly have the option to become one with the environment and just ignore all logic. I'm not used to looking up, okay? But it's such an interesting mechanic that really does spice up the entire game. Yes, it borrows a lot of stuff from other games, but by adding this extra flair, no, not that. By adding this unique mechanic, it feels like none of these other games. Something else that I struggled with, and still do sometimes, is the whole hybrid POV thing. You see, when not ADSing, you have an over-the-shoulder POV, but when you are aiming down sights, you are in first person looking through the reticle, just like in Ghost Recon, for example. I don't hate it, but I do sometimes get a little confused. I personally prefer aiming down sight, even on close range, but to each their own. And of course, it's not a good competitive shooter without me molding at everything. Oh my god, fucking sniper rifle, I'm so sick of it. And I hear you asking, Luke, are you even any good at the game? Well, no. Alright, so do I think it's a good game? Yeah. Do I have anything to support my statement? Well, of course, I can name at least a couple of reasons. So, if you start today, even you can become a gambling addict and professional trash talker in Strinova.